Alright guys, welcome back to Mad Science Garage. No real intro on this one, just the way it was filmed, and I'm sure some videos got lost in the process. This was, I don't know, 3 years ago. So basically we're just going to be making a rolling jig for the cab to sit on, so that way we can move the cab around and work on it comfortably. So without further ado, the episode. Enjoy.
Alright guys, so we have the cab obviously off the frame. We cut the frame and moved it away and we pulled all the suspension on. Anyway, cab is here, it's chilling. We want to get started on doing some fabrication on it. First things first though, is we kind of need to build... Hey, you want to shut the f*** up?
I do it on purpose. I'm joking.
First things first, we got to build a jig for it. Basically we want to kind of like... not suspended in the air, but we want it higher so it's like working level, and we want to be able to move the cab around whenever we need. So we'll build a little rolling jig for just the cab, and then once that's set up, we'll go into the cab and we'll weld in like beams across to hold everything square and in its correct position, because once you start cutting metal out, the cab's going to want to twist and bend in ways you don't want. So all my gaps are surprisingly very good because this truck's a piece of shit. But like I said, the gaps are good, so we're gonna try to keep them kind of good. So we're cutting up an old tire rack. There's an old tire rack I made, so we're just gonna cut it up and use all this metal. I bought some casters and we have some sheet metal, and we'll find some points that won't bug us during our work, and we'll basically just get started on this. So enjoy. Alright guys, so basically I'm going to be using these two bolt holes. Both sides have it, and I just need to make some plates that will fit. So I'm going to trace it out. I don't know how big that is. Basically I can just cut this thing into like a piece of 4x4, so I'll measure 4x4. I'll drill two holes, we'll bolt it, we'll weld some pins down, and that'll basically be our front mounts, the rear mounts. Most likely we'll just weld onto the chassis, but go ahead and put these on first. Okay, so we basically have our frame. We reinforced it everywhere. So we have it jacked up. We're gonna throw some casters underneath, weld them up, and we'll keep going around until we have four casters. Alright guys, well there it is. I actually f***ed up on one of the one of the casters, and it actually can't make a full rotation because it ends up hitting the thing. One side is fine. I thought the other side was going to be fine, but I f***ed it up a little bit. But here we go. That's it. We can roll this guy around. We can do all the work we need to do. Whenever we're done, we can push it back. So now we can move this guy around. We can do whatever work we need to do. Once we're done working, we move it. We can clean under, pull it back. So now there's options. It also leaves the floor obviously open for us. So I can drill out all the spot welds. I can drop the floor. I can change the firewall. Nothing is really bothering me. The back of the cab is going to be fine. These supports are welded to a part that won't really be noticeable, so a little bit of warping is okay, obviously because I welded it. On top of that, this is going to be grinded. The whole cab's going to get skim coated, primered. All the dents and dings are going to be straightened out. So, I mean, this truck's getting well, in my standards, a full restoration. I'm not going to say it's a full restoration because compared to like people that actually restore cars, like this is probably going to be shit work, you know what I mean? But this is going to be a full restoration for me, so I'm going to take care of a lot of the things. So I'm not worried about how certain things are mounted right now. But that's how you make a rolling jig for your project car. In this case, I was able to just do a small one because I'm just working on the cab. For the bed, I can just hold it up with jack stands. It doesn't really matter. But for the cab, it was pretty difficult, considering I had to drop the floor out of it.
Alright, so that's basically it for this episode. We just did a rolling jig stand for the cab so we can move it around, and so it's basically just like a square frame on the bottom, reinforcements on each corner, and then the two rears go up to where the back of the cab is. That'll I guess if you're looking at it where the bed sits right against the cab, and then in the front we went to, what is it, the fender mounts? I think it was the fender mounts that we went to on the top, and those come down. We leveled it out, and yeah, easy peasy. And then the cab is a roller. In the next episode, we'll go pick up the new chassis, the new frame, rolling frame that I found, and probably start reinforcing and cutting out the metal that we're not using. Floor, firewall, things like that. Rockers too, I believe. So, catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to all of them. So, thank you for watching.